In the Philippines, politicians come and go, but oligarchs, they stay quietly, strategically, permanently. These are the billionaires who bankroll campaigns, shape laws, and dictate economic policies. They don't run for office. They run the country through those who do. This isn't a democracy. It's a partnership between power and profit. And today, we're exposing it. An oligarch isn't just a rich person. They're a rich person with power over the state. Think business tycoons with political protection. CEOs who write policy through proxy politicians. Families who turn monopolies into dynasties. In the Philippines, oligarchs control entire industries. Energy, water, telecom, media, real estate, infrastructure. These aren't just businesses, they're lifelines. And when you control the lifelines, you control the people. Historically, oligarchs rose during two key periods, post-Spanish and American era. The same elite families who were gifted land and privilege under colonial rule invested in sugar, coconut, and tobacco, amassing wealth while the majority worked their fields. Post-martial law era. During Marcos's dictatorship, a new crop of cronies were allowed to dominate industries. After EDSA, some were dismantled, but others just rebranded. Today, many Marcos-era cronies and their descendants still sit on top of the economy. So who are they? We're talking about families like the Cis, from humble beginnings to owning SM malls, banks, and real estate empires. The Ayalas, controlling telecoms, Globe, banking, BPI, water, Manila Water, and real estate. The Pangalinons, media, TV5, tollways, electricity, Meralco, hospitals, and water, Maynilad. The Cojuancos, tied to agriculture, Hacienda, Luisita, banking, and politics. The Gokongwais, retail, airlines, food, and telecom, Sun Cellular before selling to PLDT. The Villers, from real estate, Vista Land, to cement, water utilities, and now growing control in media and government. They don't just make money, they make rules, often through the politicians they help put in power. The relationship between oligarchs and politicians is transactional. One provides money, the other provides favors. Want to win a national election in the Philippines? You need massive funding, media exposure, and ground machinery. Guess who has all that? The oligarchs. In return, the politicians protect their monopolies, approve favorable contracts, and suppress competition. Need an example? Water privatization, backed by administrations, enforced by law, and operated by corporations tied to oligarch families. Electricity prices, the highest in Southeast Asia, controlled by private players with cozy ties to the government. Telecom duopoly, Globe and Smart dominate. Innovation lags, consumers suffer, but politicians stay silent. Why? Because they benefit too. And who suffers? Us, the working class, the commuters, the workers paying fees to private tollways, the vendors paying overpriced electricity, the farmers waiting for irrigation. Let's talk consequences. Why do we have expensive power but constant blackouts? Privatized hospitals, but no universal health care? Crumbling public transport, while real estate moguls build more malls? Job contracts with no security, while tycoons post record profits? Because the system is designed not for the people, but for profit. While the working class struggles to feed their families, the top 1% continue to grow their wealth with government support. This is what happens when private interest dictates public policy. You can't fix healthcare when the rich own the hospitals. You can't build fair labor laws when your donors exploit workers. You can't serve the public when you answer to tycoons. And yet, election after election, we keep choosing the same puppets because they come with the loudest campaigns, the biggest machinery, and the most polished promises.
Pinupuntahan namin ay nakikita ko mismo yung mga sumusuporta sa atin. Sila ay tunay na tunay na Pinoy. Hindi lang ito mga keyboard warrior, mga tulong tao.
Ito kasi ito illegal to kaya hindi sila nagpapakilala. So yun, hindi na rin namin tinatanong kasi importante naman makapag-pay off kami. Importante naman mahatid namin sa kanila yung mga gusto nila gumagamit kami ng iba't ibang SIM card. Gumagawa kami ng mga fake profile. Pumapasok kami sa napakalaking mga grupo, like ng OFW, napakalaking grupo. May mga iba yung mga sawi napakalaking grupo yan. Yung sinasabi sa amin is 3,000 up ang pinapasok namin. May mga 50K. Yun yung trabaho ko na i-promote yung kandidato. So yun yung gagawin ko.
But here's a nuance worth noting. Not all oligarchs are inherently bad. Some of these business leaders have made genuine investments in our country's infrastructure, education, and innovation. By leveraging their vast resources, they've created jobs, modernized cities, and even spearheaded charitable causes. A few have recognized their position of power and used it to foster positive development, especially when they are held accountable by an engaged public and responsible governance.
Here's the good news. Oligarchs don't hold power without our permission. They thrive in silence, in apathy, in distraction. But when a working class wakes up, everything changes. Here's what we need to do. Vote consciously, not for the loudest voice, but for the clearest platform. Look for candidates not funded by big business. Support independent media. Demand regulation. Public services like water, electricity, and transport must be accountable. Privatization without oversight is exploitation. Organize locally, from transport unions to farmers groups. Collective action is the oligarchs' biggest fear. Stop idolizing the rich. Billionaires aren't heroes. They're not self-made. Most built empires on labor they underpay. Our real power isn't in money. It's in numbers. The day we stop tolerating abuse is the day their system begins to crack. So the next time you hear a politician talk about change, ask, who's funding them? Because behind every handshake and ribbon-cutting ceremony, there's a deal. And behind that deal, there's a name you won't see on your ballot. It's time we stopped chasing personalities and started exposing the system. The real enemies of democracy don't hold office. They own the office holders. And if we don't speak up, they'll keep running the show